So we're going to be talking about employee management system. So you may be asking what it is. So it's a system or software that help you manage your clients, employees, and your business operations. And every business need one, but most business have different ways at which they showcase it. And sometimes people use Microsoft Word, they use different tools. But today I'm going to tell you different tools you can use and why you have to build one, and if you have to build custom or if you are just to build use a pre-made third-party platform. So now we're going to go to top companies that are actually doing it. I just put up a list of few persons, which is this website. I'm going to start with this. So these guys actually um, show you exactly what this thing is. Like, take for example, now the solution they provide is facial recognition for attendance. So now, for those of you that are going for employee management system, meaning you want to manage your employee, you can go for a one that does facial recognition like attendance and geofencing, like if a particular um, let's see, I think I can open this so that we can get to see what this is. So for geolocation is more like if you want to record a particular clock in and clock out in a particular location, that particular software can do it for you. Report analytics, overtime tracking, cloud-based, mobile attendance. Sometimes it's not always every time you would be doing it from the website, from your website or laptop. So you have for your employees mobile apps that they can easily use it to clock in or clock out, so that they don't use all those devices. So you can see shifts, scheduling, enterprise time and attendance, job-based tracking, and so much more. So you can visit all these sites. And the second one is that we are kind of very useful used to, sorry, is Monday.com. I think you guys have seen this in adverts, and might have been wondering what it was. Most of you use it here. So Monday.com help you manage projects. They do help you to manage tax, marketing. Some of them are all in one encompassing, while some of them do some certain kinds of thing. Then another example is seamless HR. So those of us here in Africa make big companies make use of seamless HR, especially when they want to onboard employees, payrolls, performance, time management, employee benefits. These are tools that can help you to manage your not just your clients, but for your employee. So now talking about clients, there are other platforms like FoodApp, same here in Africa, where you can manage your project. I think these guys that came up of recent too actually does that in a way. I think it's Contra. So if I'm not mistaken, let me open them. This is Contra. They don't do so much about managing, but they help you with invoicing and some other things. But platforms like FoodGap helps you with it, not just invoicing. You can see all your clients and manage all your clients, and you stay focused the project that you are working on and everything that you'd have to do within that project, so that you don't have scattered places of where your client is and you will not be able to easily find them. And when you're looking for data, and all this management software helps when it comes to finding customer client data. You might say, okay, in a month, how much did you make? Which clients paid you more? Where did they come from? Which services? And lots more. You get to have lots of questions that you may want to ask. And we have like the likes of Deal that also do with page and HR, payrolls, IT, and lots of them. Then we have the Notion. Like, there are Notion templates out there that can enable you create management system. Yes, like this guy, he deals with Notion template big time. So if you are looking for like those of you that are already used to Notion and you want to manage your client with a Notion template, you can come to him. But I'm not sure I'm going to do a video in future about this yet, but with time probably I may create one. Actually created a real one, clocking. So few years ago, I think that's 2 years ago, we actually created this, and it had employee tracking, leaves, geofencing, schedule shifts, time of management, and lots. We actually did something like this personally, but due to personal reasons, you can even use your phone to track and whatnot, but we actually stopped it. So these are top companies doing the whole employee and client management um, systems, softwares, depending. Even some of them has to go with even installing your Windows. So employee management system is very important for any kind of business. So now you may I be asking who should consider this solution. So building employee management system could be for anybody. Take for example now small businesses like online store, marketing agency, photography studio, consulting agencies, restaurant, fitness. So far you manage clients and you manage your employee, you can use this to make sure your life is easy because it's not always easy having so many machines, so many interface running around. So you can have one interface that helps you manage all your clients. Same thing for large stores, service-based business, remotes and distributed themes. You can see all this. You can screenshot and get to see everything that we are both seeing here. So the next thing is why build an employee management system. So I've been talking about it not too long, right? So I've said automation, right? Efficiency, it's easy to schedule. You know who is going on leave, who is not going on leave, who is busy, who is not less busy. Sometimes most of this software have time tracking. Like if you clock in with your laptop, you could see it's not more like micromanagement, it's like managing your time, your money. And if someone say he has worked 8 hours, you can see he worked for 8 hours. So centralization, keeping clients data and everything in one place. Scalability adapts to your business. You can see every thing here. So now you may ask, okay, what type of management system are out there? So you can see that there is a CRM, customer relationship management, which focuses on clients, meaning you don't have any business to do with employee. Employees are not managing anything. You have everything in one place for your clients. Clients can log in, see everything, and do whatever they want to do. Then we have the HR softwares, which is mainly for employees. If you have a company that is running like 500 employees and they come in physically, even online, you need a place to manage them, and you need a place to you know see what they do and know how they are faring. And if you want even to employ other employees like that, each and every one of these employees can have analytics and you can know what's failing and what's not failing in your company. Then we have the ones that combine both client and employee systems together. It is very, very important to know that these are the different kinds of employee management system. Then we're talking about essential features. So when I talked about these sites, you could see that they have solutions and other things, but you may be asking, okay, if I want to build one, what are the features that might come in? So take for example now from the client side, say I was a client, I would need something like a client profile where all my important informations would be, lead tracking where you can track your leads and everything, communication, bill payment, then client portal, like uploading documents, sharing documents, and so much more. Then if you now want to merge employee, so you can have employees profile, emergency contact, department, and all those other things. Then you have the HR feature where you onboard and offboard clients, and the checklist documents. So it's like I said, helps you manage your full company, right? So we have scheduling attendance. This is still under employee management, where you have scheduling. You can schedule their calendars and how they take leave, how they clock in, clock out, overtime tracking, and all those things. Then you have your performance management, so your KPIs, OKRs, and whatnot. You can track them here. Then payroll, very important. You know how much is going out for salaries, taxing, and everything. Everything is automated and calculated. Then you have tax management. So tax management is when you are having cross departments, it's very creative world where you'd have to share individual things. You have ability to assign tax. You will assign tax from one person to another, right? Then project tracking, you can track the project in general. You track it by timelines, milestone, dependencies, management and whatnot. So most of these clients management softwares have them. Then you have time tracking as well. So if you are working remotely, most of the company will have or would need a time tracker to track your time, both physical and online. Then you have collaborative tool where they can collaborate and do whatever they need to do. Then you have your document management where you have managed document that you have a central place for the document if there's any form of libraries or if you have any form where you need to submit. So from the admin side, you create a form that can be edited and so many other things. And we have e-signatures. Then reporting and analytics, very, very important. Then you have security, right? There's in every software, it's very important to have security where you see access control. If you want whatever admin sees will be different from what another person see and so much more. You have data protection, you have compliance, like are they GDPR compliant and so many other thing. Then integrations, if you it's some management software needs integrations like integrating of marketing tools like let's say Zoho, Slack. You know, your business is coming from other places and you want to integrate it, other tools to be in one place. So most management systems have the ability to do that. So for mobility, yes, some management systems are on the app, especially for either the client or the staff that's your employee. They might need a device that can easily clock in and clock out. Even kiosk, like for example, now if you're building for construction, right? And some people didn't come with their phone, there's going to be a kiosk setting where they can easily clock in and clock out of the office. Then support center and everything we already know. And cutting edge features like AI, we all know AI is a whole thing nowadays. They have voice commands and everything. So if you have gotten to this stage, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and push it to anyone you know that need this and need to understand what a client management system is. Then we have the last step, which is the process. How is all these things being made? Right. First, define the features that you have. You create a PRD. I'm going to link a description to a PRD in the video. So you choose what are the features, function, your clean canvas, a lot of other stuff that are going to be in your PRD. Then you choose your tech because when it comes to management system, it could be large, it can get large quickly. So you choose whether you're going to stick to web or mobile, or you're going to be cloud-based, or you're going to be on premises like physical device, or you are going to be desktop, like desktop app, like they would install it in the desktop. So you have to determine which you want to go for. So depending on the kind of budget you have, then design. Then you start designing, then developing, build your MVP. You can start with a minimum viable product, get feedback and iterate. Then launch and train. That's roll out the product and see what clients or your potential users will talk about the product. So it's a very simple step, but not as simple as you see here. So what is the cost? So let's say the cost of developing it may differ. So like for example, the first thing here is how simple and complex the platform may be, how many users will it be using, how much effort would go into design, the difficulty to make the system work across all the devices. That's why I said start small. So the minimum should be around, that's if you're working, depending on the company, if you're working in a Nigerian company or you're working abroad, but I think abroad should be charging you close to like around 10,000, $5,000 to $10,000 for a minimum. But I think here in Nigeria, you could get an MVP for around 6.5. And yes, we also build it. So if you need one, we can help you build it. So in summary, a client/employee management system helps you manage your clients, manage your staff, and manage your business operations. So if you don't want to have headache and you want to have something that would help you manage your business operations, having a client management system works. So you can use a third party softwares like all these ones I've listed here, or you can simply build yours from scratch. Most of the times, most people build from scratch because of the flows might be different. Like whatever these guys have may not be the same flow in your own company, but most of the time it's almost the same, but there's always this high customization to it. So if you have any question, leave it in the comment below, and bye for now.